Yesterday, we talked about the number one VIP player, the number one VIP player. There's always like, is this a close second? Is something else more important, less important? It's pretty interesting about how the body works. And honestly, everything is important. If we think big, small, this is more important than this is more important in the body, it's actually not necessarily true, although sometimes when I have to tell people, okay, if you could only do one thing, where would I start? Well, this week we are doing a series on your wellness VIP players. Really, we're talking about driving in the fast lane with your wellness. This is where science meets wellness. I love this because I love science. And many of you guys that follow me, whether you're in healthcare or not, you also love science. So tell me below, those of you that are on, those of you that are watching, if you love science, like, oh my gosh, I geek out about this stuff, drop a one below. If you love science, drop a one below. Now, here's the cool thing. If you like wellness, drop a two below. Okay? If you like wellness and wellness is your jam and you want to take care of your body and you're always looking for the next best thing, drop a number two below. Because again, what we are talking about today is science meets wellness. 1 plus 1 equals 10. This is so cool. All right, are we ready for the next VIP player? Ladies and gentlemen. So the next VIP player I'm going to introduce you to is no stranger to you guys, meaning what you've all been hearing out there on social media, the news, commercials, marketing, your friend, your neighbors, out to dinner with people, at church, at the gym, is GLP-1. Can you guys give it up for GLP-1? You've been hearing people talk about GLP-1. Well, this is what's interesting. And let me give you just a smidgen of background about that. I'm just changing a view here, you guys. A little more background about GLP-1 is that it was created, discovered, because it is a hormone that is inside of all of us. We have it, but as we age, as our body gets exposed to chemicals, pesticides, toxins, pollutants, plastics, we eat crappy food, it slows down. Like many functions, just like yesterday, we talked about NRF2. That was the number one VIP player. If you didn't hear the chat about NRF2, you definitely need to listen to yesterday because NRF2 is the master regulator of gene expression. We all need that regulated in our body. Good genes on, bad genes off. Today is about GLP-1, but GLP-1 activation is where we're going with a mind-body system. But before we get there, let's talk a little bit about GLP-1 itself and where the injections came from. So if you don't know me or I'm new to you, my name is Kellie Lupsha and I'm a high performance health coach. I have a background as a physical therapist for 30 years. I used to see people that were so sick and I had to help them reclaim their lives back. Now I'm empowering people to stay well. Maybe you have something going on with your health. I can certainly help you with that as well. But my true passion is to teach you to become the CEO of your health. Heck yeah, right? Let's do it. So today we are talking about the second VIP player this week because we want summer in the fast lane. We're going to fast track our health. Are you with me? And if I didn't vet all these products, if I didn't take all these products myself, I would not be on here talking about them. So I want you to know that this is legit. It comes from my heart because I want you to be well. And to be well, we fix the cell. So here we go. As we discovered this hormone in the body, then pharma realized, could I create something synthetic? Because they saw a need for people that were morbidly obese, for people with, severe type 2 diabetes. They needed help. They needed a medical intervention and they needed help to get their health back. Literally, sometimes for people, a life or death situation. So the early pharmaceutical drugs came out like 15 years ago or so. And they did okay. But there came a lot of side effects, and as everything we've learned, did it help people? It absolutely helped people. Now, newer generation drugs are coming out helping people. The drugs are still formulated for people who are sick. Now, what was the byproduct of these drugs? The byproduct, when you balance your insulin and glucose, is you have metabolic health and often the body starts to shed weight, that unwanted fat. Great. Well, just like we've seen in the fury of the media, the excitement, the advertising, the marketing everywhere, people were like, well, I want to lose weight, so let me just take the shot. And I'm sure maybe that's been you too. You've thought about taking the shot. If you take a dose that is made for diabetics, for the majority of you out there only looking to support your metabolic health, you're looking to lose that 5, 10, 20 pounds, you don't need the shot and it's too much for your body. Therefore, you start losing muscle mass. Therefore, your GI tract slows down. Therefore, you may end up with a lot of side effects people are seeing, whether it's loss of hair, change of vision, GI distress, just not well. But this is the cool thing. As science happens and science is trying to meet wellness, activation, meaning turning the power back on in the body. We talked about that yesterday with NRF2. We're turning the power back on within us to make antioxidants, to boost our body's detoxification, to help our body with squelch inflammation. Well, we can turn on our own GLP-1 hormone. That's exciting. We can activate that hormone. Now, let me say, you're probably like, yes, Kellie, I've heard a lot of products out there that can do that. This is the truth. There are several products on the market that support your body's production of GLP-1 by helping support your gut health. That is true. There are many gut health products out there. And there is a huge relationship to the health of your gut and being able to communicate to that hormone, GLP-1, to make more GLP-1. There is not any other product on the market other than the MindBody system. It is a two-part system that actually goes and turns back on that hormone again by somewhere between, some of the research studies are saying 140%, and the newer research studies are saying up to 200% in your own body. You guys, are you kidding me? When I say a VIP player, I mean a VIP player. Now, this is pretty cool. I hope you're hanging with me. And I want you to say, drop a number 3 below. If you've been interested in learning about GLP-1, if you want to take a GLP-1 because you want to lose weight, you want to manage your weight, you want to manage your metabolic health, but you're unsure of what to do. Well, first and foremost, I've got a guide for you, okay? So if you are like, oh, I don't know, drop the word guide below. I'll send you a free guide. But I just want to talk about this mind-body system today and why it is so special and why it is the second VIP player we're going to talk about in this summer fast track bundle that you can get. Now, remember what I'm talking about these 4 products. We're going to land the last day, which is going to be Friday, talking about NAD, and you get a free NAD. What? Yes, a free NAD. And if you're like, I love to monetize my wellness, if you want to become an affiliate, the price is even lower and it's free to get in this month. No business fees required. They are waiving it for this month, getting this pack. So let's talk about this system. It is a 2-part system. I love the beauty of this because the company could have stopped with just making part 1, which is called the MB core, the mind body core. They could have just said, this is good enough. But they're like, we want to know, can we activate the body more? So in this system, it's capsules. You take 2 capsules on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. Don't take any other food or drink for 30 minutes. Then you go on your day. Pretty simple, right? I'm going to tell you what's in it in a second. The second part of the system is this powder. This powder is absolutely incredible. I'm going to again tell you the herbs that makes it up. Smells like vanilla, maybe even like vanilla cake powder. It's delicious. I actually just throw it in my coffee with my protein powder, blend it up, and it's delish. Um, but this is going to help you have huge gut support, and they work together so that your body can slow down your breaking down of enzymes that turn down your body's production of GLP-1, and it helps to support all of those processes. So, if you don't know, this whole hormone in our body helps us balance our hunger hormones, our appetite, our satiety, our feeling full. A huge component is your cravings. It could be cravings for sweet, salty, all those processed foods and ultra processed foods. It could be alcohol, could be drugs, it's your brain's addiction level of craving something. So imagine if you were in cellular balance and all that noise of cravings was gone. That's what happens. That's pretty cool. Now, why is this also important? So, with all of this, once those are more in balance, your body also is craving foods to support you. You want to eat a great salad. You want to eat all those nutrients of those like brightly colored fruits and vegetables to get in your phytochemicals. We want those nutrient dense foods that give our body that feeling of satiation and satiety, and you're not craving all those sweets. So that's really fun. The other part about all of that is it's also helping the body manage its own insulin and glucose. So when you're eating food, it should be like this through the day, in this nice, easy up and down. When you're eating crap in the day, okay, or eating a lot of sugar or carbs, it's going like this: up, down, up, down, up, down. That is creating metabolic chaos. So I'm not saying go eat crap, don't exercise, take this mind body system, you're going to lose weight. I never said that at all. This is about balancing out your metabolic health, your blood sugar. When everything is working better, when you're fixing it at the cellular level, the body goes, oh, I know what to do. I can release this fat after all. Oh, with this system, because I can maintain muscle mass, I'm not losing muscle. I'm only losing visceral fat, the toxic fat, the fat around your belly. My clothes are fitting better. I feel better. I will tell you, for me, my goal is not to lose weight, was never to lose weight. I don't need to lose weight, but I'm 53. Who out there at 53 or around that perimenopause, menopause doesn't have a muffin top that's starting? Call it big or small. No one wants a muffin top. Who wants to wear a muffin top? We all want to eat a muffin top. We don't want to be a muffin top. But it's not just the muffin top. It's what the muffin top means. It means, oh, I've got some extra fat around my middle. Oh, that is harmful to my organs. Oh, my metabolic health isn't being optimized. Oh, I don't want to have diabetes. I don't want to have Alzheimer's. I don't want to be in metabolic chaos. I don't want high cholesterol, high triglycerides, high fasting A1C. Do you guys understand that? So, this mind body system is such an epic player to your health. It is such an epic player. And I'm going to show you more people's results because, come on, let's get real. I know you want weight loss. I know you want to look better in your clothes, but I have a feeling you also want to feel better. For me, it turned my brain on. I didn't know, had a little bit of this perimenopause brain fog. Who else out there has had that? I also am honest. I say that I had some, even though I'm in really good shape and I don't really have horrible perimenopause symptoms, I had a little bit of racing heart and a little bit of night sweats. It didn't really bother me very much, but who wants that? No one. Guess what? When you balance your metabolic health, those can go away. So I've loved that I feel better than I've ever felt before. So I want you guys to understand metabolic health is about neuroprotection, cardioprotection, protection of your lungs, protection of your brain, protection of your gut health. It's teaching your gut and your brain to communicate again. This is like mind blowing, right? That's why I tell everybody this is your second VIP player. This is for true long-term sustained metabolic health. Now, I was just listening to Gary Brecka, and he was with a top cardiologist, and he was asking the cardiologist, like, what is the number thing you're seeing related to why the cardiac issues are so prevalent? What do you guys think he said? He said the reason cardiac issues are so prevalent and they're even on the rise today with everything that we know about health and wellness, they're still on the rise, is because he says we're in the worst metabolic health of our lives that we've ever seen, leading to more cardiovascular health issues ever. So we need to get our metabolic health in check, ladies and gentlemen, which in turn will help you in your journey to manage your weight. Good? Okay, I'm going to read to you a little bit about what's in this product, okay? And a little bit of like, what's some expectations? You guys want some expectations? Like, what's some expectations that you could expect from this MindBody system? So here we go. The first 4 to 6 weeks, you're gonna just feel less hunger because the more fiber that you start taking in, okay? Fiber keeps you fuller longer, and as your gut resets to that healthier balance. So this takes a little bit. So you might start with a scoop or two, eventually work yourself up to 4. If you start putting in 4 scoops right away and your body is not used to fiber, like you're only getting 2, 3, 4, 5 grams instead of the 30 grams we're supposed to get, you might feel really bloated. So go slow. Now, in your next set of weeks, we're going to talk 6 to 10 weeks. The next 6 to 10 weeks, the food noise fades because your hunger hormones start to stabilize, your GLP-1 hormone starts to go up, your cravings start to go down, so your healthier choices are easier. Is that not so cool? Then weeks 10 on, okay, now you're going to start seeing some visible changes. As activation optimizes and your digestion improves, you'll see weight loss and or body composition changes. That's what happened with me. I was 1.5% down in body weight and my muscle mass was starting to go up. And I hadn't changed a thing. I started the system. I was continuing to hydrate well, eat a lot of protein. That's important. And here really is the thing. When you're going to turn on the power of your own body and you want to take advantage of what this is doing inside of you, right? This VIP player is so awesome. Would you not want to support your VIP if you have somebody like really important coming in, right? The VIP is coming in. You're going to do everything to support that VIP that walks in your door. You need to do everything possible to support this VIP, meaning you should take advantage of some activation accelerators. You should watch your sleep, get good hydration, be mindful, eating your protein, going for walks. You should be exercising. Do you get what I'm saying, right? You need to be doing all of that, and it's going to be a game changer for you. This is a lifestyle, So, what's inside, you ask? When we first were talking about these 2 pills, inside here is an activation blend synergistic blend of 8 naturally derived ingredients, okay, all plant-based that activate different parts of the GLP-1 system. So we've got acacia, lemon bioflavonoids, hesperin, berberine, honeysuckle, yerba mate, matcha, and eggplant. Like, we know we should be eating those foods, but are you eating all those foods? Chances are no, okay? So this is absolutely amazing. And again, this is going to help you use your sugar properly, regulate your blood sugar levels already within your normal range. So this is the bomb. Okay. The second part about this is this MB Enhance, the MindBody Enhance, okay? So this is a blend of resistant potato starch, resistant tapioca fibers, flaxseed, MCT oils, baboka fruit, gum, guar gum, kombucha leaf. They all work together to fill you up and produce the production of short-chain fatty acids like butyrate in the colon, which again stimulates the production of GLP-1. Also enhanced, there is a specific blend in here of Bacillus coagulans and Bacillus costly, which are beneficial spore performing probiotic bacteria that survive the acid environment of the stomach to reach the small intestines and maintain a healthy balance in the microbiome. And there is licorice and ginger support in to support the health of your stomach and your intestinal lining. So this system is absolutely phenomenal and is your next VIP player that I want you to take advantage of. Okay. The really cool thing, and I'm not going to go through, I know yesterday I went through a lot of studies. I've got another study here today, and all I want to share with you in this study is just one thing, okay? This, after the company looked at what does this take from a in vitro study, then they said, well, holy cow, we had such great results. Let's now look at a human clinical trial. So they've done a few now. In the first human clinical trial that came out, the GLP-1 hormone was upregulated by up to 140% on average. The new one was 200% increase. Wow. That's all I can say is wow, 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 and let's get this in your body. But this is what I love about it is the participants on average lost about 11 pounds. So it's about a pound a week. Love that. But also, of all these participants that lost weight, no one in the study lost muscle mass. That is one of the number one problems that people are having when they take the injections. There was zero muscle loss when you activate through the mind body system and upregulate your GLP-1 hormone by between 140 and 200% naturally. This is amazing. So I love the fact that it's balancing blood sugar. It is truly, right? Like yesterday, we talked about the book Good Energy by Dr. Casey Means, the fact that metabolic health is everything. And all cardiologists are talking about that it's metabolic health leading to these cardiovascular diseases. So yesterday, if you guys didn't remember or you didn't get to see yesterday, we talked about the first VIP player in our health. And all of these products are science meeting wellness. The first one was NRF2 activation, turning the master switch on of your body to optimize your genes. Now we're talking about how do you naturally support your metabolic health? How do you naturally turn on GLP-1 and activate it, not support the gut, but activate GLP-1? This is now patent pending, and there's no other product out there that's been clinically proven to activate your GLP-1 hormone. This is amazing. So I hope you're loving this. I hope you want to take part. You can join us in the summer of getting on the whole fast track program, which is the Protandim Nerve 2. It is your MindBody GLP-1. There's a fat burn product, which I'm going to talk about tomorrow. And then Friday, we're going to talk all about NAD. I would say go for the gusto and feel better over the summer than you've ever felt in your life and get this stack in your body. Today was specifically about MindBody. If you have more questions about it, you can drop the word info below. I said before, if you want to have it and monetize your wellness, you can drop affiliate below. But I've been so impressed because I have never felt better. So I hope you loved your number 2 VIP player. The MindBody GLP-1 system is truly unlike anything else. So without further ado, I will talk to each and every one of you guys tomorrow when we take a deep dive into fat burn.